Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a very colorful birthday card. This card is going to be a birthday card for my baby sister Lisa as she celebrates the anniversary of her 29th birthday. I'm not going to say how many years she has been celebrating this anniversary, but it's been a few. This card design is going to use a little bit of die cutting. I have a little bit of sticker and some rhinestones. I have a piece of grid paper which I got from Project Life papers, and it's really an easy card design, and I hope that you will try it yourself. To create this card, I'm going to need the following. I need a Stampin' Cut birthday stamp and die set by Hero Arts, the Halftone Hello stamp set by Altenew, and also from Hero Arts the Happy Birthday Grid stamp. I also am going to be using some rhinestones and some dollar store stickers. I'm going to need some smaller foam tapes. These are 3Ms. You can use Stampin' Up! Dimensionals also, or foam tape. Because I'm going to be doing some ink blending, I'm going to need some ink blending tools also. Okay, let's get started. The grid paper I mentioned, I got on the clearance rack at Joann's. This is from Project Life, and this is 100 sheets of cardstock, which I just cut in half to make this. So you have to really be on the lookout on the clearance racks at your local craft store, because sometimes you can find just the perfect thing to bring a little bit of extra something to your card. So the first thing I'm going to do is put on my gloves, because I'm going to be working with Distress Oxide inks, and if you've been following my channel, you know that I do not like getting my hands messy with that product. So just give me a moment here. Okay, I also have a piece of paper to protect my work surface. Now this is extremely simple. What I'm going to do is just lay the color, the pink on one side, the blue on the other, and blend the two with the antique linen. To do the front panel, I'm going to use my Misty tool, and I already have the outline stamps on my Misty tool where I want them, so I'll just put that in place and stamp that up. I want to be sure that I get a really dark impression, so I'm going to stamp it 2 times. Hopefully it didn't move, because it's such a tight fit I can't really use my magnet on that. So let's see if we got lucky. Yep, good. All right. Usually I have my stamp set up ahead of time to save a little time, but I wanted to show you how easy it is to align this 2-step stamp. So I take the hello, and I'm going to look right through the stamp and line up the outline just where it fits in perfectly, I hope. But the beauty of this stamp, even if you're a little bit off, it will be just fine because of the dotted look of it. It will just look like you meant it to be that way. So I want to have an ombre effect on this stamp, so I'm going to start off by stamping the bottom part with the Salty Ocean, and then I'm going to take a paper towel and just sort of feather the end a little bit so it's not just a straight coming across. Just wipe it a little bit off and then just stamp it. Okay. And now it looks ombre with the whites, but I want to add another color, so I'll clean that off. And I'll do the exact same thing with the picked raspberry, but this time it goes on the top. And again, feather it off a little bit. And the two should blend. There, perfecto. Okay, clean this up and move on to the next thing. I'm going to do a little bit more ink blending. I have the smaller strip of paper, and I want to just put some pink on one side. The two colors are not going to blend. I just want to have some colored cardstock that's going to match what I'm going to do. Okay. Oops. I believe that's enough. And I now want the antique linen. I'm going to put that on the other side because, as I said, I do not want these two colors to mix. Okay, I think that's enough. All right, now this I'm going to attach to my fun foam. Just going to use some straight up tape, and I'll be right back. Now that I have my strip stuck to the foam tape, I'm going to stamp the cake on the pink and the candle also, and the cake tray on the beige. And I brought in my foam mat so I can get a little bit of push to ensure that I get a solid stamping. Okay, and finally the cake. Oops, I don't want that to be black. That's going to mess up. Where is, I want that to be this color. I don't need that, but I want to see if I can get a little bit of extra color where I'm going to punch it out. Yeah, you can see it. It looks like tone on tone. Okay. Now, as mentioned, clean that off real quick. I'm going to bring in my Big Shot, and I'm going to cut out all these pieces. So I have the cutout for the cake and one for the candle. I'm reaching over my head here to get my die cut. I'm going to have to do these two separate, of course, because they're too close together. And also for the cake pan stand, cake stand. Okay, I'm going to do this off camera. Now I'm going to just put some decorations on the cake outside. And as before, I'm just going to look through the stamp and punch it. Okay, that's that one. And some stars for the top layer. I'm never sure which way this is supposed to go, so let's try it that way. It works. And I don't know if this is going to show, but I'm going to do the pink on pink. Oh, you may have noticed I made a little change on this one. I thought the white cake was a little bit too blah, so that's why I did the Distress ink. You can see it, but just barely. We're going to live with that. Also, I doubled up the candle because I want it to be a little bit taller. All right, clean these up real quick, because if I forget, I will lay something on it and then I have messed up my work. Okay, everything else is just putting everything together, so I'm going to let the music run and assemble the card. Okay, that's the finished card. Really simple, very quick, and I think I do prefer the pink cake over the white cake, but let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I hope you will try this card yourself. This is Altenew Halftone Hello. Very easy to get it, and this is just simple Distress Oxide inks blended background. If you didn't want to use the Distress Oxide inks, you could also use regular Distress inks, and you could also try whatever inks you had. Just give it a try and see if it works, and it probably will. You'll just have to spend a little bit of extra time getting the colors to blend, because nothing really is going to blend as good as the Distress Oxide inks will. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Please hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel, and you will be notified when I put out new content. I'd like to thank my brother David for the music, and I would like to wish my sister Lisa a happy birthday again. Take care, everyone, and keep stamping.